Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sam. We're here in beautiful Yanchep Beach and I'm going to do part 2 of my Cape to Cape question and answer series. Stay tuned. Guys, I want to get stuck straight into it, and if you haven't seen part 1, make sure you wait to the end of this video where there'll be a link in the end screen. Question 1, what was the most essential piece of gear that I took? Well, there's 2 of them. The first one was hiking poles. The reason the hiking poles were so great and such a lifesaver to me is they take the weight off your legs and enable you to be able to use more of your upper body to propel you forward. Now, that was so handy on soft sand, on incline, when your legs are absolutely dying, your joints are sore. It really helps you be able to get through those hard trail moments. Not to mention, I got injured on day 2 and I practically limped 100 kilometers with a bung right knee. The hiking poles really assisted me to be able to get through that pain and to be able to take as much weight off my legs as possible. The second piece of gear that's absolutely essential is toe socks. I used Creepers socks and they were a lifesaver. They stopped the blisters for the majority of the trip, but I'll explain later why they didn't towards the end. But they are the most essential piece of gear as well. Just don't be like me and take more than 1 pair. Question 2, did you get blisters on trail? Perfect second question to lead on from what I was just talking about with the Creepers socks. I did get blisters, but I did not get any blisters for the first 4 days. On the 5th day, I started getting blisters galore for the last 19 Ks. The reason for that is I only took 1 pair of Creepers socks, and by the 5th day, they were absolutely disgusting. They were like hard, crusty socks. What I should have done is take 2 pairs, wash the first pair while I wear the dry pair, and I would have got no blisters whatsoever. While the toe socks were functioning correctly, I had no blisters. It's just due to my lack of care with the equipment I had that caused me to get blisters. Did I see any people on trail? Yes, I did, but not too many. So I hiked from Wednesday to Sunday. And from Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I virtually saw no one, except if I went through trail towns, of course. However, on Saturday and Sunday, I saw a multitude of people, maybe 20 all up, so maybe 10 a day. But that felt like a lot after seeing no one for a few days. But it was actually a welcome sight because most people are doing the same thing you're doing. You're all on a mission to try and complete the Cape to Cape, or at least some part of it. You're all exercising, working out, having a backpack on your back, struggling through. So there's a bit of camaraderie and mutual respect there. And it's great to stop and have a great chat, see how other people are doing in their journey. And yeah, fantastic. What clothes did I wear? Well, in summary, I only took 2 pairs of underwear, 1 pair of socks, Creepers socks. I wore Nike running shorts, which were really good. And I wore this kind of breathable, very basic kind of athletic gray t-shirt. I did take a sun hoodie as well, but it was just too hot to wear it, so I never bothered. It was probably something I should have left behind and helped with the weight. In addition, I also took this hat, which you see, just a classic North Face hat, and some other sunglasses, which broke, unfortunately, but I was still able to use them somewhat. Next question, do you need a permit to hike the Cape to Cape? No, you do not. It's completely free and accessible all year round. However, it does obviously incur some cost. Getting down there costs some fuel, getting to your certain trail parts costs some money in terms of bus tickets, taxi fares, and obviously you're going to spend a bit of money during trail towns on some food and some water or whatever it is you may desire. So there's a little bit of cost there, but it's relatively inexpensive. If you really would love a breakdown of my costs and the overall budget that I did for the trip, then subscribe to this channel because I will provide a link to that shortly and a video about my whole itinerary and budget. What snacks did I have daily? This is a good question because in the last video I covered what I had primarily for dinner, which was dehydrated meals. For snacks though, I actually made 5 sandwich bags for the 5 days that I'd be out on trail. In each bag I had a couple biscuits, a nut-based muesli bar, some lollies, and then maybe like a small pack of chips or something like that. Just something to keep me going on trail and give me energy in those moments. Another thing I took daily as well was a multivitamin, just to help me with those micronutrients. However, if I can recommend you one for hiking, go buy some Optiventure. Cam Bostock, a local here in Perth, is really paving the way when it comes to micronutrients on trail and to help you recover the best you can, to make sure you can keep going on trail, not get injured, and have fun while doing it. So I recommend when the stocks come back, because they sell out so quick, head to optiventure.co and go buy some. How much did all my gear cost for the Cape to Cape? Well, it was under $500. A couple of items was from Christmas, which I'm very fortunate to have got. However, you can do it much less than that as well. I will do a video shortly describing all the gear I took, including links as well if you wish to buy some yourself, of budget gear that you can take. How many kilometers did you walk per day? Well, I walked on average about 30 kilometers a day, but most people do a lot less than that. So just go at your own pace. Some people were doing as little as 10 Ks a day, getting picked up by a chauffeur and having a nice shower at camp before heading back out again to do another 10 or so Ks. Just do it whatever is your fitness level and whatever you feel most comfortable. Next question, trail runners or hiking boots? Honestly, this is personal preference. For me, I took some trail runners. Actually, I was very much a novice and I took some regular runners. I took these Adidas Pure Boosts and they served me absolutely fine. And not to mention that I've been wearing them for about 6 months prior to the hike. So I had completely worn them in and my feet felt very comfortable in them throughout the whole trek. Having said that, I'm gonna buy some actual proper trail runners really soon. I'm just looking into the market about which ones might be best for my needs. Boots do offer some great ankle support. I just find they're a bit rigid, but that's just me. Like, a lot of people love hiking boots and they serve you just fine. Up to you. Did I take a water filter? No, I was so silly and I did not. I should have, and I've learnt my lesson. So what I did is I actually took all my water. So I was carrying liters and liters on my back all day, every day. Every trail town that I went through, I would replenish my stocks, fill up my water bottles and continue on. However, for all the next hikes that I have planned, I'm gonna be taking a water filter because I just wanna save that weight on my back, save that weight on my knees, and ensure that I don't get injured and that I enjoy the hike a lot more. So I was a little bit apprehensive though about doing that because I was being a little bit wimpy, maybe the taste would be a little bit off. I was worried maybe it wouldn't get rid of all the bits and pieces that are inside these water tanks or creeks, but proof is in the pudding. Everyone seems to be using it who's hiking, and yeah. If you're finding any value from this video as well, I would really appreciate a like. If you could subscribe to the channel if you think this could be useful for you in the future.